Good day, race fans. I'm commentator Sandy Pondwater, coming to you from Frederick, Maryland, where Sail Wars presents the R2 DF65 Championships. Here are the sailors competing for the title. Number 463, Albert Chittard. Number 630, Winston Crowley. Number 78, Alan Chrissinger. Number 965, Chris Carpenter. Number 65, Mike Campbell. Number 93, Kyle Russell. Number 46, Mari Spina. Number 777, Bart Sailing Mahi. And number 353, Rob Dutton. The sailors have completed their skippers meeting, so let's go racing! Here are the current standings after race number 6. Bart is still in first place with 14 points. Mike has 16 points. Rob's in third with 24 points. Kyle's in fourth place with 30 points. Chris is in fifth place with 31 points. In sixth place, we have Albert with 32 points. In seventh place, we have Mari with 34 points. In eighth place, we have Alan with 38 points. And in ninth place, we have Winston with 52 points. Now, let's head over to Vegas to see what the current odds look like over there. Well, the current odds have Bart as the favorite at 2-1. Mike comes in at 3-1. Rob, Albert, and Kyle come in at 4-1. Chris is at 5-1. Mari is at 6-1. Alan is a disappointing 7-1. And Winston is at 9-1. Winston's still having problems tuning his boat. But there was a break, so hopefully he tuned it a little bit. I saw Bart was over there helping him a little bit, so possibly he got in a little bit better shape. But so far, I think the surprise of the regatta has to be Albert, who is looking really good in this championship. But Kyle is gaining fast. So let's go ahead as the sailors are getting ready for the start. Let's go ahead and head out there and listen to the start.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Clear? 2 laps, remember? 2 laps.
Okay, so we have a clean start and they're racing 2 laps, and Albert jumps right into the lead. Number 463, that blue boat's way out front, followed by number 65, our international racer Mike Campbell, followed by number 46, Mari in the black boat, who now steams into the lead. She got a real good puff right there, and Mike is right there with her. He's only about a half boat length behind. She has a pretty good line, and we see Mahi in third place right there, but Albert's not giving up quite yet as he sticks around in fourth place. I see Chris is in sixth place, and way out there is Kyle, number 93. Now they're heading down to that mark, racing 2 laps here. They're heading down to the first mark. There's offset marks down at the windward end. One that's to the right off the screen, and then there's the second mark to the left before they head down wind, and they go through gate. A gate is 2 marks. They go inside and they go out and around. Either one of them they pick, and there's a lot of strategy in that, and it depends on the wind and such. But anyways, look at this. I believe we have all 9 boats grouped together, and they're all within about 10 feet. Incredible. All these sailors are so good. As they come around the first mark, Mari, number 46, takes the lead, followed by Mike Campbell. I'm not sure who's that in third place. That's Kyle. He's moved all the way up into third place as they go around that second mark. Mari's still in first place, followed by Mike. And then Kyle's coming real close to that mark, and he makes his way around there. And Chris is in 4th place. He comes around that mark with his pirate ship. And Albert is in 5th, followed by Mahi in 6th. But Mahi quickly takes over 5th place. Now 4th place. He's heading up. He's trying to take 3rd. He's trying to chase down Kyle right now. I believe we have a really close. There's about 5, now 6, 7 boats all within 3 feet of each other. Incredible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 boats now within 4 or 5 feet of each other for the lead. Just about the whole fleet is in the front pack. They're all going down, and here comes Alan to join the front pack. Incredible. All these great sailors are all sailing real well. We almost have contact right there. They're all heading downwind. The wind's really doing well here. We see that pirate ship going towards the front. I think that Mike is in 1st place. There's the start-finish line. So half a lap is complete as they head down to the gate. And look at that. Evan Winston's up in the pack. There he is, number 630. So his boat is sailing better. And it's always nice to get help from other sailors in the pits, in the breaks. The fleet is starting to string out just a little bit now as Mike and Chris are out front a little bit. And we saw Kyle's outside. He's about the same distance as 2nd place right now, but he's farther outside. And Mahi's out there as we see Rob in the red boat shooting up the middle. Now Mahi's moving on the outside. Could he possibly go towards the outer mark this time? Nobody has been going towards that outer mark. So we may see some sailors go for that outer mark right now, especially Mahi, possibly Rob out there. And around the inside, we see Mike comes around that inside mark at the gate, followed by Chris. Chris goes over to starboard, flutters a little bit, gets in the iron thing, comes back over to port tack. As we see now, look at this. We're going to see that collision between Mari and the black boat. And I think it was, who is that right there? I think that is James. And who was at fault right there? Because they were both on the same tack. Mari was the leeward boat. But does she have to give room? I believe she would have had to give room. No foul was called right there. As we see the leaders now coming back down the course. I think they've already made it through the start-finish line. And look at this. The pack. This fleet is all still together, just incredible. I think they're coming up to the start-finish line, about to complete 1 lap. Yeah, there's the start-finish line, and look how close that is. I believe that Mike has a little bit of a lead as we see 2 boats get close together. That's Kyle and Winston get kind of close to each other. They luff each other's wind away, and that's going to hurt both of them as there's number 65, our leader, Mr. International Mike Campbell's up front. And look at this, here comes Mari. Her boat's got a lot of power right there, number 46. She's trying to catch up to him. And way out on the other side, we see that blue boat of Albert coming up towards the middle of the lake. We see Chris and his pirate ship. And Winston, number 630, sailing very well right now. He's right behind Chris. They're coming up the middle, and Rob is a little bit farther out, and Mahi's way out there. That's uncharacteristic for Mahi to be way out there like that, but I guess he's going to come all the way across on port, heading for that first mark down there. As we can see, 1 lap is complete of the 2 laps. The boats are really having to come to shore now as we had a little change in the wind. You can see just how far up Mike is. Mr. International is about 30 feet from the mark, but he's got a huge lead, probably 25 feet there, or maybe even farther. And he's going towards the mark, and he's about to go around it, and he does. He makes it safely around the mark as we see 4 other boats coming, crisscrossing their way up, and they could get tangled around that mark. Anytime you see boats getting that close, you have to be very careful. The last thing you want to do is get wrapped up, and I tell people this all the time. being right isn't always the best thing to do when you're close to another boat, because yeah, you can call a foul, but if you get tangled up, which happens quite a bit, it's going to put both of you way back in the pack. So you never want to have contact. Avoid at all costs. As we see, that second pack is really close together. There's 4 boats there. Albert is currently in second place, and he's just a half a boat length ahead of Mari, and Rob is about a boat length behind her, and I think that was Mahi right behind, as the wind just stalls out at that northern end of the lake. And they're moving, but very slowly, and the wind comes up a little bit and the boats start moving again. And we can see Mike now, he's headed downwind. He has his sails wide open there. There's the back of the fleet. But really the fleet isn't very far strung out. Not like in other races, they're all still pretty close. And this is the second lap, so just a very competitive race going on right here in race number 7 out here in Frederick, Maryland. Beautiful lake, home of the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club. You can look them up online. They have a very good website there. Great club to be a part of. Come on out. First Saturday of the month. And there we go. There's Mahi. Mahi's pulling way up. He's went past Mari there. I believe he's in second place now, trying to chase Mike down. Number 65 is still in first place. There's the start-finish line. So all Mike's got to do is go around that gate and come back to the start-finish line to win race 7. We can see Alan, number 78, right there. That whole group's still pretty close. I believe the real race is going to be for second place. Uh-oh, the back of the fleet. It looks like Winston and Chris Carpenter are having big problems at the back, as for some reason they have just stalled out back there. One of the boats over there we just saw is going sideways. You got to keep going down course, downwind. And here we go down. This is the gate. It looks like everybody's going to take the inside mark this time. And look at, they're catching up to Mike. Mike Campbell, Mr. International, headed towards the finish line, but he has allowed the other boats to kind of catch up, but he gets on a good tack right off the bat. He's got about a 7-boat length lead, and I think he has more speed than the number 2 boat, but right then, look at, he's kind of lost the wind. Is he giving everybody an opportunity? As the rest of the fleet is coming in, there's the finish line, so you can see where it is, and you can kind of get an idea of how far Mike's got to go to get to that finish line. Can his lead hold out? Let's see where he's at. And there he is. Look at, he is not moving. Here comes the rest of the fleet. Look at that. We have 3 boats catching up, and they are all powering ahead. And we have Mahi in second place, Rob's in third place, and Mari is in fourth place. And Mike gets moving again. Actually, he got some really good power right there. He just, look at that. He was blessed with some really good power right there. As number 65, Mr. International Mike wins race number 7. Now the big races for second place, as we saw, there's like 4 boats real close together. Here comes Mahi to the line with Robin, Mari, and Mari takes second place. Edging Bart out for third place, and Rob takes fourth place, and Albert across in fifth place.
Let's take it slow.
And watch for a slow motion video at the end of this finish as Alan comes across in 6th place.
Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be?
And number 93, Kyle, ends up taking 7th place. Only 3 more boats left to go. And here comes, we see Chris coming up to the line. And there's Winston. Well, actually, 2 more boats left. And here they come to the line. We see Chris has got power, and look at this. Winston has a better line. He's on starboard tack as Winston takes 8th place, and Chris ends up taking 9th place. So congratulations to our top three. First place, number 65, Mike. Second place, number 46, Mari. And third place, number 777, Bart. Okay, with that race in the books, let's look at our current standings. Bart is still in first place by virtue of a tiebreaker over Mike with 17 points. Rob is in third with 28 points. Mari's in fourth with 36 points. And Albert's in fifth with 37. We all are volunteers, and the way you can thank us is by subscribing. And thank you very much for watching our videos, and especially when you like them. If you're a club webmaster, we beg you to put the Sail Wars homepage. Copy and paste the link, put it on your club's website, let your members know so they can become partners with us in our site of Sail Wars. When you get to our homepage, you'll see something that looks similar to this. It has all the playlists, all the videos, you can click on them. You can even subscribe here on the homepage. It's real easy, totally free. And of course, check out the Best of Sail Wars. This is where we put our favorite videos. You can look up boats, different types of boats, different types of races, how-to videos, everything like that we have on the Sail Wars homepage. So make sure you check it out. And make sure you join a great club near you like the Northern Maryland Model Yacht Club. Look them up on the internet. And of course, we love the AMYA. So, this is Sandy Pondwater. I'm staying here at the races, so I'll see you at the next race. Thanks a lot for watching.
$46. 7.